Okay, if you grew up like I did, there's a good chance that you've been part of the Pinewood Derby. That's where a bunch of kids, and let's be honest, a bunch of dads, get way too competitive over tiny little wooden cars, and they race them down a 4-track track in the church gym. Well, this year, our neighborhood hosted a little neighborhood Pinewood Derby with about 50 cars. Kids from 8 all the way up to 19, and of course, a few dads had to join in too.
That's going to be the black lane, everybody.
I helped each of my 3 daughters make their cars, but I also wanted to make something of my own. Something special, a tribute to one of my favorite cars of all time. I had some favorite options. My neighbor's 3-wheeled Reliant Robin, the one that I literally pushed up our street. Or maybe his massive Unimog truck, or my buddy's 1990 Toyota Supra. But in the end, I went with the most tested car I know, my friend Tyson Hugie's Acura Legend, which has driven over 600,000 miles and is still in impeccable condition. Here's a little story about Tyson, who's the real legend here. So my friend Tyson and my wife actually went to high school together. In 2003, at just 21 years old, Tyson flew from Las Vegas to San Jose with $9,500 cash in a Ziploc bag and bought a Desert Mist metallic 1994 Acura Legend coupe. It had 95,000 miles on it already, but that was just the beginning. Tyson drove that car to 37 states, 2 trips to Mexico, an 8,000-mile road trip to Alaska, and even down to Key West, Florida, just 90 miles away from Cuba. He kept detailed maintenance records, every oil change, every repair, 182 oil changes to be exact. 6 timing belts, $39,000 in maintenance, and it is still running the original engine, transmission, and clutch. Tyson started a blog called Drive to 5 to document his journey to 500,000 miles. When he finally hit that milestone, Acura invited him to celebrate at their California headquarters. Red carpet, cameras, the works. They even offered him a new car. But Tyson was not going to give up his legend. Today it's sitting at just over 600,000 miles, still shining like new in his Arizona home showroom. So I decided I was going to build my own miniature Acura Legend Pinewood Derby style. I built him this tiny little replica of his Legend. I started by grabbing 3 scrap pieces of wood and gluing them together with clamps. This wasn't an out-of-the-box kit. I had actually bought 50 of those, but we cut all of them for the neighborhood kids, so this was a full-on DIY special. I printed off a few photos of Tyson's Acura Legend, and I just freehand drew the shape right onto my block. Then I fired up my $99 Wen scroll saw from Amazon and went to work cutting out that rough profile. After that, I used my trusty 6-inch Ryobi orbital sander to soften the curves and switched to a sanding block for the fine details. But here's the tricky part. Since I didn't use a standard Pinewood Derby block, I didn't have that pre-cut axle groove. So I used my scroll saw to carve out little divots for the axles. I think that kind of worked. And then I glued an additional little piece to the bottom to make it look more like an Acura undercarriage. And look, if I put it here, and if I make these cuts, then all of a sudden this starts to look a lot more like that Acura. I was happy with it, but little did I know that that little piece at the bottom was gonna come back to haunt me on race day. Once the glue dried, I texted Tyson to find out the exact color of his car. And of course, he responded instantaneously. He's like an Acura encyclopedia. He said it's Desert Mist Acura Gold. My wife and I ran to O'Reilly's to pick up a can of certified Honda Gold. Desert Mist Metallic. This is Honda, this is Acura, this is about as close as we're gonna get. Let's buy it. A few spray coats later, the car was looking more and more like Tyson's car. So then I grabbed a Sharpie and I added windows, headlights, trim lines by hand. I even printed tiny emblems, the Legend license plate and that 600,000 odometer decal that Tyson keeps across his windshield. Finally, I drilled axle holes using my tiniest drill bit on the DeWalt drill, popped in those stock Derby wheels, and there it was. The Pinewood Derby Legend was born. Race day came so fast, and so did my realization that that extra little undercarriage detail was scraping the track. That friction isn't for winners. I yanked off the wheels right before the race, and then I just drilled new axles by hand, put in those wheels and hoped for the best. At one point, a little girl in our neighborhood didn't have a car to race. So I handed her the Legend and I said, "This is your car." Legend! She got to race it, and honestly, it looked right in, flying down the track next to all these other awesome Pinewood Derby cars. Despite my design flaw, the Legend still made it into the top 10 out of 50 cars. Not bad for a tribute car with 600,000 miles of spirit. Alright, it was really fun to recreate a car that's got such a unique and truly legendary story. Now that the Derby's done and it was a successful, fun night for the neighborhood kids, there's one thing left to do. Box up my little Acura Legend and ship it to Tyson in Arizona for his own showroom.
What have we here? I see wheels and tires, and oh my goodness, that color looks strikingly familiar, probably because it's Desert Mist Metallic, otherwise known as the color of my 94 Acura Legend 6-speed coupe with 600,000 miles. Oh my goodness gracious, this is a replica of my Legend coupe in Pinewood Derby form. And you know how much I love diecast and model cars? This is a whole next level invention.
Tyson's got his own YouTube channel, which you should totally subscribe to. And whether it's a Pinewood Derby car or a real one, keep your legends rolling and we'll see you in the next project.